There is a quiet battle raging inside every soul, a relentless tug-of-war between the easy path and the path of true growth. We live in a world where comfort is celebrated like a treasure, where the softness of ease often lures us away from the harder, more demanding journey of discipline. But listen closely. It is in discipline, not comfort, that strength is forged. It is in the willingness to endure the cold, the hunger, the burn and the loneliness, that the spirit sharpens and the warrior within awakens. The code that I live by, the code you must embrace, calls for a fierce commitment to discipline that does not bend or falter because of fleeting comfort. The comfort zone is a cage, and to break free, you must choose discipline over ease every single day. Discipline is not a punishment. It is the path to freedom. It is the iron gate that guards the treasures of greatness. Without discipline, your dreams remain whispers in the wind, shadows that fade when the storm of life hits. The moment you choose comfort over the grind, you build walls that limit your potential. But when you embrace discipline, you wield a sword sharper than any steel. It cuts through doubt, fear, and hesitation. It carries you beyond the reach of distractions, beyond the lure of momentary pleasures. There is no glory in comfort. True victory belongs only to those who hunger for more, who walk the road less traveled and endure the fire to be reborn stronger each day. Do not mistake discipline for rigidity or coldness. It is the heartbeat of purpose, the pulse that fuels relentless progress. Discipline teaches you to rise when the body begs for rest, to focus when the mind drifts to easy distractions. It trains your spirit to withstand the silence of solitude and the sting of failure. Every great accomplishment in history, every triumph that echoes through time, is born of this unyielding dedication. The greatest warriors never sought comfort. They found power in the grind, in the refusal to let weakness dictate their fate. So ask yourself now, will you bow to the fleeting pleasures of comfort? Or will you rise to meet the challenge of discipline and claim your destiny? The choice between discipline and comfort is not a one-time decision. It is the constant battle you fight every morning when the sun rises and every night when the world grows quiet. Comfort whispers sweet lies. It tells you that rest can wait, that progress can be paused, that your dreams will not vanish if you delay. But these lies are the enemy's tool to keep you trapped in mediocrity. Discipline, on the other hand, demands that you face the truth head-on, that you strip away excuses and excuses' sweet allure. It is the warrior's vow to keep moving, no matter how heavy the burden, no matter how tired the body. Discipline does not bargain, it does not falter. It is the slow, steady flame that melts away weakness and forges resilience. To walk the path of discipline is to embrace discomfort as a teacher rather than a foe. When your muscles ache, when your mind protests, when the world tempts you with rest, these moments are not punishments. They are invitations. Invitations to grow stronger, to deepen your resolve, to prove to yourself that you are more than your fears and desires. Comfort is the easy way out, the soft pillow that numbs ambition. Discipline is the hard road that leads to greatness. It is the way of the warrior spirit, a spirit that never surrenders, never seeks shelter in ease. The moment you choose discipline over comfort, you step into a life that is fierce, alive, and full of purpose. This is the code to live by, the legacy to uphold. Remember, comfort is a mirage. It promises peace but delivers stagnation. Discipline promises struggle but rewards with power and freedom. Those who walk the disciplined path understand that true comfort is not found in avoiding hardship, but in conquering it. There is a profound peace in knowing you have given your all, in knowing that you did not shy away from the difficult choices, in knowing that your spirit remained unbroken. This is the peace that comes from discipline, the peace of a warrior who has fought for every inch of their soul's territory. So embrace discipline as your closest ally. Let it guide your steps through every trial, and watch as your life transforms from a quiet existence into a blazing saga of strength and honor. Discipline is not a trait you are simply born with. It is a habit you build, brick by brick, day by day. It requires a mind that refuses to settle, a heart that beats with purpose beyond fleeting satisfaction. When you choose discipline over comfort, you commit to a lifelong journey of self-mastery. It is the refusal to let temporary ease steal your long-term vision. Every moment of resistance to temptation, every sacrifice you make to stay on your path, strengthens your inner fortress. This is not an easy road, and that is why so few truly walk it. But those who do, those who carry discipline like a shield and a sword, become unstoppable forces in their own lives. Their actions become deliberate, their focus unbreakable, and their destiny their own to command. Comfort is seductive because it hides in plain sight. It cloaks itself in rest, in relaxation, in the illusion of peace. But true peace is not a shallow calm born of avoidance. It is a deep wellspring that flows from a disciplined mind and an unyielding spirit. When you rise each day, determined to push beyond your limits, you tap into this wellspring. Your strength becomes a beacon in a world drowning in distraction and complacency. The warrior who embraces discipline understands that the most dangerous enemy is not outside but within. The voice that begs for ease, the urge to quit when the battle turns harsh. To win, you must silence this voice. You must stare discomfort in the eyes and tell it that your resolve is greater than its temptation. Your life will test you with moments where comfort seems like the wiser choice, where the body screams for rest and the mind craves distraction. These are the moments that define you. Will you bend beneath the weight of ease, or will you rise, disciplined and unshaken? The answer lies not in grand gestures, but in small, consistent actions. Discipline is the morning you choose to train your body instead of sleeping in. Discipline is the moment you resist scrolling endlessly through distractions and instead focus on what moves you closer to your goals. Discipline is choosing to stand firm when the world tells you to give up. These moments add up, forging a character that can weather any storm. So do not underestimate the power of discipline. It is the foundation upon which greatness is built. Discipline demands that you look beyond the present moment, beyond the immediate comfort that tempts your senses. It asks you to see the invisible, the future self you wish to become, the legacy you want to leave behind. Comfort anchors you in the now, in fleeting pleasures that offer no lasting fulfillment. Discipline, however, is the bridge to your higher self. It requires patience, persistence, and the courage to endure hardship with unwavering resolve. The warrior's path is not one of ease, but of continuous refinement. It is the art of conquering yourself, mastering your impulses, and walking steadily toward your purpose, even when the world around you crumbles into chaos. Every decision matters. The choice to discipline yourself today shapes the contours of your tomorrow. Imagine your life as a sword being forged in the fire. Each act of discipline hammers and tempers your edge, making you sharper, stronger, more resilient. Each moment you choose comfort instead is a weakening of that blade, a dulling of your power. There are no shortcuts to mastery, only the relentless repetition of disciplined action. The world may celebrate those born with talent, but true respect belongs to those who earn their strength through sweat, through sacrifice, and through the refusal to settle for less. When you embody discipline, you claim ownership over your destiny, refusing to be a victim of circumstance or fleeting desire. There will be times when the comfort you seek seems so near, so inviting, that it threatens to pull you off your path. But remember, the path of discipline is the path of the warrior, the one who does not flinch from the hard truths of life. Embrace the discomfort, for it is the crucible of transformation. The greatest warriors have faced pain, exhaustion, doubt, and still they rise, because their discipline is rooted in a deeper understanding. Comfort is a fleeting illusion, But the strength gained through discipline is eternal. When you choose discipline over comfort, you honor a code that transcends time and circumstance. You become the architect of your own greatness. Discipline is not simply about control or willpower. It is a philosophy, a way of life that demands constant vigilance. It asks you to be honest with yourself, to recognize the moments when comfort disguises itself as necessity and to refuse its call. The warrior does not live by impulse or fleeting feelings. Instead, they cultivate patience, endurance, and focus. To walk this path is to train your mind and body to act with intention, to hold fast to your principles, even when the easiest course beckons. This discipline is not cold or robotic. It is alive, a living fire within that guides your steps and sharpens your senses. It is what separates those who merely dream from those who do. In the quiet hours before dawn, when the world still sleeps and the body begs for rest, the warrior rises. It is here, in the moments unseen by others, that discipline reveals its true nature. It is not for applause or recognition, but for the sacred promise you make to yourself, to never settle, to never yield to comfort at the expense of growth. The path is lonely because few possess the courage to follow it. Comfort is the crowded highway. Discipline is the narrow mountain trail. Difficult to traverse, but leading to heights unreachable by those who choose ease. Every step you take on this disciplined path strengthens your spirit and brings you closer to mastery of your own life. You must be willing to accept sacrifice, to endure pain and hardship without complaint. The warrior's life is one of sacrifice, not because it is demanded by others, but because it is chosen freely, knowing that the reward is greater than any temporary pleasure. Comfort tempts you with illusions of safety and happiness, but these are fleeting and shallow. Discipline offers something deeper, a strength that cannot be taken, a confidence that no external circumstance can shake. When you live by this code, you become unstoppable. Your actions gain power, your will becomes unbreakable, and your life transforms from a series of distractions into a purposeful journey toward excellence. This is the essence of discipline over comfort. Discipline demands that you master the art of choice, the quiet decisions made in every moment that shape your path forward. It is easy to surrender to comfort because it asks for nothing, but true strength lies in choosing discipline when no one is watching, when the struggle is silent and the rewards are distant. This choice is the foundation of all achievement. Every successful person, every great warrior, every master of their craft has stood at this crossroads and chosen discipline over ease. It is not a question of motivation, which is fleeting, but of commitment. A commitment that binds you to your purpose and propels you through the darkest hours. To live by discipline is to live intentionally. It means rising early when your body protests, dedicating yourself fully when distractions surround you, and pushing onward when the pain of effort threatens to overwhelm. The path of comfort may bring momentary relief, but it leaves behind the bitter taste of regret and unrealized potential. Discipline, in contrast, builds character, sharpens your focus, and creates momentum. It is the steady heartbeat that sustains you through challenges and the anchor that keeps you grounded in chaos. When you choose discipline, you create a space where greatness can grow, where your vision becomes clear and your actions align with your highest self. Remember, discipline is not about perfection. It is about persistence. It is the resolve to keep going even when you stumble, the strength to rise each time you fall. It is knowing that discomfort is temporary, but the rewards of discipline endure far beyond any moment of pain or hardship. The warrior who embodies this code does not seek the easy path, for ease leads only to weakness and stagnation. Instead, they embrace the struggle, the sacrifice and the discomfort, knowing that these are the true measures of growth. This is the essence of discipline over comfort, a choice that transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies. The battle between discipline and comfort is not fought on distant fields or grand arenas. It is fought within the quiet chambers of your own mind and heart. Each day, every hour, you stand at this crossroads, faced with the choice to push beyond your limits or to retreat into the safety of ease. The comfort you seek is often an illusion, a temporary reprieve that leaves you weaker, less prepared for the battles yet to come. Discipline, though demanding and unyielding, builds a fortress within you. It teaches you that true power lies not in avoiding hardship, but in meeting it head-on, with unwavering resolve and steadfast courage. When you choose discipline over comfort, you align yourself with the forces of growth and transformation. This choice shapes your character and molds your destiny. It is the foundation of every great achievement, every conquest of self that has ever been recorded in the annals of time. The warrior does not fear discomfort. Instead, they seek it as a forge for their spirit. Through the heat of challenge and the weight of sacrifice, they become tempered and strong. In this crucible, weakness is burned away and replaced with a relentless strength that no external force can diminish. The code of discipline is not an easy path, but it is the only path that leads to true freedom. To live by this code is to commit yourself fully to the journey, regardless of the obstacles or the cost. It requires courage. The courage to say no to temptation, to push through pain, and to keep moving forward when the world around you encourages retreat. This courage is born of discipline, and discipline is born of a deep understanding that comfort is a fleeting shadow, while strength and honor endure. When you embody this mindset, you become a force of nature, unyielding, unstoppable, and unbreakable. Your life becomes a testament to the power of choosing discipline over comfort, a legacy that inspires others to rise above their own limits and embrace the warrior within. Discipline is the silent whisper in your ear when the world shouts for you to rest. It is the steady hand that guides you through chaos, the unwavering flame that burns when everything else flickers and fades. To live by discipline is to commit to a standard that refuses to be compromised. It is a code that says, no matter how tempting the easy path, no matter how strong the desire to turn back, you press onward. This commitment transforms ordinary men and women into warriors, beings forged by purpose and resilience. The journey is not glamorous. It is grueling, marked by moments of doubt and exhaustion. Yet it is through these moments that you grow stronger, more focused, more alive. Comfort seduces with promises of peace, but it delivers stagnation. Discipline, though harsh, offers true peace. The peace of knowing you are becoming who you were meant to be. Every choice to embrace discipline over comfort is a victory in itself, a declaration that you will not be ruled by fleeting desires or fear of discomfort. This mindset turns obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and pain into power. It is a lifelong dance with resistance, where each step forward is a testament to your strength and your will. When you master this dance, you master yourself. The path of discipline is not easy, but it is the path to freedom, greatness, and honor. In the end, the code of discipline over comfort is a call to awaken the warrior within. It is an invitation to rise above the noise of distraction, the lure of laziness, and the traps of indulgence. This code demands sacrifice, but it rewards with mastery, the mastery of mind, body, and spirit. It transforms you from a passive participant in life into a commander of your fate. So choose discipline. Choose to be relentless. Choose to embrace the struggle, for within struggle lies your true strength. This is the path of the warrior, the way of honor, and the journey that leads to your highest self. As you stand at the edge of your journey, know this. The choice to live by discipline over comfort is the most profound act of courage you will ever make. It is a vow to yourself, a promise that no matter how fierce the storm, no matter how heavy the weight, you will not waver. Comfort is a fleeting shadow, a momentary escape that offers no lasting fulfillment. But discipline is eternal. It is the steady flame that burns within your soul, lighting the path through darkness and doubt. When you embrace discipline, you claim your power. You step into your destiny as a warrior of your own life, fearless and unshakable. There will be moments when your body aches, when your mind begs for rest, when the world tempts you with easier roads. In those moments, remember why you began. Remember that every sacrifice is a brick in the foundation of your greatness. Every hardship you endure is a stroke sharpening the blade of your spirit. You are not made for comfort, you are made for struggle, for triumph, for the relentless pursuit of excellence. The warrior's path is not meant to be easy. It is meant to transform you, and in that transformation you find freedom. The freedom to become who you were always meant to be. So rise. Rise with the strength of discipline as your armor, and the fire of purpose as your sword. Walk boldly through discomfort, for it is the gateway to your true power. Your legacy is not written by moments of ease, but by the fierce determination to stand firm when others fall. Choose discipline. Choose greatness. Choose yourself.